Hey mom, hey dad, hey sis, what are you doing on my channel? I'm just kidding. Welcome to my channel. I don't think my parents or my sister know about my YouTube channel yet, but I fear that one day I will become way too famous for my own liking, and sooner or later the whole town will know who I am, what I do, what I am about, what my habits are. Yeah, because I'm not planning to stop this anytime soon. I'm gonna be videoing myself every day, trying to do different things, I guess, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. Yeah, so mom, dad, sis, if you're watching my video, I love you, and I'm really grateful for what you've done for me. I'm not saying this because I'm on camera. I'm really saying this from the bottom of my heart. I really mean this, mom and dad. I love you so much. Mom, for being the woman that you are. You also, I guess you are the leader in the house. It's funny, but you're clearly the leader sometimes. You boss dad around and dad bosses you around. Dad knows his place, but he also shows you your place, basically. And I think it's a very healthy relationship. And you've been married for, I don't know, how old am I, and how old you would have been when you get married. I would say you've been married for nearly 40 years. And yeah, that's a successful marriage. I have so much respect for you, mom and dad. Mom, yeah, I'm grateful that you came to Australia. You brought me with you first. And dad, I'm so grateful for you. You sacrificed everything. You would have been a CEO right now if you're in Saigon and you've been there the whole time. You would have been a CEO. You would have been promoted. But you gave up that job to come to Australia, where your qualifications don't mean shit, and you were forced to do manual labor jobs because your qualifications don't mean shit. So that's the only job you can do. And you did that for years on end just to provide for mom, for me, and also for my sister when she came around. I'm eternally grateful for that. Without you, I don't think I would have been here today. And sis, I love you so much. You came down to this tiny island first. You came down to Tasmania in the middle of nowhere. This place is like the middle of nowhere. There's nothing going on here except, I don't know if you can hear this, but like people doing blockies around. Yeah, that's all there is in this town. There's absolutely nothing in this town. Kids have nothing to do besides going around in circle all night, just revving the engine. That's the culture around here. Kids, they don't do shit around here. You see? That's all they do. That's all they have for entertainment. And yet you came down to this tiny island to study. You became a citizen here. And so I followed your footsteps. I came down here to live with you. And look at you now. Look at you now, big sis. You're one of the most senior person in your company. You're leading a team. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, sis, and I love you so much. I love you, everyone in my family. I love you so much. It saddens me. It breaks my heart when I see young people, you guys, my age, when I see you guys turning away from your parents, turning away from your sister, your brothers. I don't know, it breaks my heart. You see families breaking apart, people getting divorced, kids growing up without mom, dad. What are you doing, man? What is wrong with society? Why are people leaving each other? Why did they get together in the first place? Why? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart seeing my little friends, my younger. I see you guys as an extension of my own being. You are part of my family. I want to adopt you guys. It breaks my heart seeing my little brother from another mother growing up without a father in his life. I taught him everything. I taught him how to drive. I taught him how to say no to people. It breaks my heart. Some of you guys don't have a dad. Why are you even getting together and have children, man? Why? And then you're leaving each other. Now the kid doesn't have a dad. What the fuck is wrong? I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky that my parents are still together. I'm not saying this to rub it in anyone's face. I really feel for you guys, and I've been praying for all of you guys. I pray that one day people will realize the sanctity of marriage, of eternal bond. I want to pray so that one day people will realize how important being a parent is and how sacred being a parent is. You're honoring God by getting married and having children. This is one of the many sacraments of the church. Getting married is not just something you do because you feel like it. It is much deeper than that. And today while I was at work, the moms and the dads were talking again, and I couldn't relate to them. As you all know, on our lunch breaks, everyone in the units come together and sat at this large table, and we all sort of talk amongst ourselves, or for some of us as well, we zoom out because we couldn't relate to what these moms and dads are saying. And one of the moms said something that really made me question my life and made me feel very grateful for the life that I have been given by my parents. And she said one day she looked out of her windows, and she doesn't normally do this, but one day she looked out of the windows at 9 a.m. in the morning, and she looked over to the next door neighbor's backyard, and she saw all these little kids. They would have been no older than 10 years old. So the oldest was probably 10 years old, and everyone else were like little peewee, little children, little tiny, teeny, little kids. And they were all drinking Monster energy drink at 9 a.m., 9 freaking a.m. No parents were around. They were just drinking Monster energy drink, living their best life. At 9 a.m. just drinking Monster energy drink, full of sugar, full of caffeine. There were no parents. Parents weren't around for the whole day, basically. Another mom said one day she saw a kid riding a little motorcycle, one of these miniature motorcycle, and he fell over. And his sibling was also riding a motorcycle, and she saw him falling over. He was lying on the road. He was lying dead. Not dead, but like lying flat in the middle of the road, and she just rode off without a care in the world. And she ran out and she said to the boy, "Boy, are you okay? Are you okay?" And then the boy said, yeah, I'm okay." And eventually his sister came around, and the mom on our unit said, "Your brother is hurt. I think you better call your parents. I think you better let them know what's happening." And she said, the little girl said, "Yeah, maybe." And then she rode off, leaving this little boy in the middle of the road. And then after a while, the boy got up and ran home like nothing happened. And then our units, all the parents started talking amongst themselves. They were saying stuff like, "Kids these days, where are the parents? What are they doing? Why are they leaving their kids unsupervised?" If I were those kids' parents, I wouldn't have done this. Everyone were like criticizing these kids' parents, and I have to agree. I look around myself and I see a lot of our youngsters are turning to become adolescents that really don't have a purpose, adolescents that don't really know how to act in this society. I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm still working on myself, but I'm just saying, like, looking around, the norm is that the young people of today, they don't really know what the fuck they're doing on this planet. Don't have a goal, don't have a purpose, they don't have a parental figure. Who do they turn to? Andrew Tate, Hamza, Jordan Peterson. I'm not saying they're bad people, but really If you look around and you see no good leaders in our community, that's why kids, they are turning towards online gurus who don't really provide the same guidance as a real life adult would. I'm just saying, what can an online influencer teach you other than to make money and to be famous and to get the best body, get a six-pack? I think you really need a mentor in real life. You need like strong leaders in your community, people who will guide you throughout your life, people who know you personally. We don't have that anymore, and that's why we're turning to online gurus, YouTubers, TikTokers, I don't know, man, Twitch streamers. It saddens me. It saddens me to see the state of today's children. It saddens me to see the state of today's parents. I'm not saying I know any better. I'm not a parent. I don't know how to raise a child. But I can see that the way that the children are being raised right now is clearly not working. And it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see that family are breaking apart. People are getting divorced, babies are getting aborted because of the parents' bad choice. People are having meaningless hookups, having children and then getting abortions, children being put in foster homes. I don't know, man. It breaks my heart. Your childhood is meant to be a period where you get the most support from your parents. And I know some of my peers, they don't get the same treatment. They're not as privileged as me. They don't have loving, caring parents. Instead, they have abusive parents or negligent parents. Negligence is also a sin. It's already bad enough that parents are abusing you, but it's probably even worse when they don't care about you at all. They just let you do whatever the fuck you want. Giving a child unlimited internet access is a sin. Anyone who is under the age of 16 and has full access to internet at all time, I would be questioning the parents' competency. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't know shit. I don't know anything. I'm just a guy with a big mouth on YouTube. I'm just ranting to random strangers on the internet. I don't know shit. I'm just venting. And I'm letting you guys know that I'm frustrated. I really am. I want to be better so that the world can be a better place. I still have hope. I still have hope. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saddened at the state of today's current affair. But I still have hope. That's it for today, guys. I hope you're doing well and stay strong during this season of Lent. God bless. All glory be to God. Remember that. All glory be to God. Keep your eyes on God at all times. Stay strong, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.